Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Radha, serving as your Assistant Professor in the Department of Home Science Extension, Avinashlingam University, Coimbatore. In this class, we are going to say about e-learning and web-based learning. Let me start with the introduction. Learning is an art. It should be cultivated from the beginning. A man cannot learn in his 50s what he can in his 5 years. The art of learning should be promoted. One should understand the proper and appropriate meaning for the word learning. It is not only the lesson that are given to the subject books or to be learnt, but the life lesson or also to be learnt in order to lead a fruitful life. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of Indian nation, has said that the art of learning is better than art of teaching. The above quote tells the reader the importance of learning. Life is a narrow and the human beings can learn many things from this world. For instance, one can learn cooking. Learning helps to lead an independent life. It is indeed true that in ancient days, one had to go to the schools or any other concerned center to learn a particular subject. For instance, if a girl wants to learn spoken English, she has to go to a spoken English center to learn spoken English. It is not in the case in the present world. There are many e-learning and web-based learning facilities available. E-learning is nothing but learning through the CDs and DVDs and other multimedia from the comfort zone. This helps the modern learners in many ways. It is true that the modern learners are positive about the e-learning methodology. E-learning application and process include computer-based, web-based technology, based learning and virtual education opportunities. Content delivery is with the help of internet, intranet, extranet, audio or video tape, satellite TV and CD-ROM. And it includes media in the form of text, image, animation, streaming, video and audio. It allows us to lead at our own way, example, on our own time with a flexible, interactive and engaging online experience. In this process, educational activities can be accomplished by using network and communication technology in online or offline, synchronous as well as asynchronous, network or standalone teaching and learning. As popularity of internet is growing day by day, e-learning is also in growing interest. People have started using intranet for accessing information via internet. The corporate sector, which was providing distance education, has also started using online learning as an added activity in their distance education because e-learning is a way of improving the accessibility of the study material. Moreover, the cost of accessing information online is decreasing by the advancement in the field of information and communication technology. Students and teachers are increasingly using accessing information online to support their learning and teaching. Nowadays, the trend of a blended learning is learning is the combination of traditional learning as well as e-learning. Today, single teaching learning method is not effective, as traditional method has an advantage how to teach or learn through e-learning, provide us the latest method and statistics. Let me talk about the futures of e-learning. Following the futures identified of e-learning, learning is centered around the interest of the learner. Learning is impressive. Learning by doing take place not in a school but in an appropriate environment. Therefore, blended learning provides as an interest and appropriate environment to teaching learning process. The main attribute of e-learning is the flexibility of accessing information and resources. It refers to the success, the use of information and resources at time, place or pace according to the one's own convenience. Learner is not bound with the constraints of attending the lectures or fixed time or fixed location which may be far from the residence. Another attribute is access of multimedia based resources. It means the different types of media like text, audio, video, animation, graphics, picture is supported by the network and communication technology. which makes possible the accessing of information by not only the text or pictures, but it supports the animation, videos, presentation, audios, etc., which makes learning more interesting and effective. Moreover, the information and communication technology provides us an opportunity to capture, store, and distribute information in the form of text, pictures, and illustrations, which includes multimedia-based simulations of simple and complex processes which are cheaply accessible. E-learning is dynamic. E-learning operates in real time. E-learning is collaborative. E-learning is individual, and e-learning is comprehensive. E-learning has definite benefits over traditional classroom training. While the most obvious are the flexibility and the cost saving from not having to travel or spend excess time away from work, there are also others that might not be so obvious. This module focuses on the need and development of the e-learning and web-based learning in the contemporary society. It also aims at giving the significance of e-learning and web-based learning, especially in the rural areas. Definition of e-learning. E-learning is referred to as teaching and learning by using electronic media. This methodology supports the use of networking and communication technology in teaching and learning. E-learning is generally meant for remote learning or distance learning, but can also be used to face-to-face mode. The art of teaching a mass of population through website links, videos, audios, PowerPoint presentation over online is called e-learning. The special feature of e-learning is to provide or chosen from a variety of disciplines. It helps them to design a well-constructed content. The standard in the content enhance the knowledge of the e-learners. Most significantly, the foreign study material are available for the rural people at the nominal cost. It is true that the advent of e-learning tries to bridge the gap between the urban and rural population. Advantages of e-learning. The following are the chief advantages of e-learning. Quick access. As well as all know, e-learning is done mostly through online. One can quickly access to the materials they need. They shall not wait for the books which they order. Being a member of the web-based school, they cannot get the relevant materials pertaining to the subject at a single click. All the people have to do is that they have to enroll in the web-based learning school. They will be given a password with which they can get e-resources. It may be in PDF format or PowerPoint presentation or audio or video file, or they will give all the above format and the learners can choose their convenient format. The significant features of the e-learning is that it is easily and quickly accessible by almost everyone. Well-designed content. It is indeed true that the content plays a significant role. It is very crucial to learn a subject. Therefore, it is important to provide a well-designed content for the learners. It is the chief duty of the organizer of the web-based learning. E-learning gives much importance to the content. The faculty who design the material for the e-learners are chosen from a variety of areas. They are carefully chosen to match the expectations of the learners. Since they are from different disciplines, their syllabus and content materials that they are going to use for the study contains various subjects. This provides e-learners to be acquainted to many thrust areas. This provides more scope for the individual's life. Web classes on agriculture are conducted. These classes provide many new information to the farmers. The content are designed in a way what is suitable for the farmers. For instance, videos which show new technologies, new seeds and fertilizers, videos about milking machines, audios on the importance of dung gas, etc. are done in the web-based learning. This helps the farmers to learn many things in their own place. For example, if a farmer wants to plant food grains in his land, he can use the materials in the form of videos about it. They can use it. Similarly, if a milkman wants to know the method of preserving the milk, there are audios and videos about it. Therefore, it is true that the e-learning provides a variety of subjects at the palms of human hands. This benefits the rural population to a great extent. Global education. Indian economy has reached many stages which connect itself to the global economy. Some of the stages include globalization, liberalization, and industrialization. Like the field of economics and civics, the field of education has made possible for the global education through the e-learning and web-based learning. It is not possible for the Indians to go to the Cambridge and Oxford University to study, but it is the ambition of many people due to high cost spent on travel. Many people hesitate, especially the rural population, scared to pursue their ambition. In this case, e-learning and web-based learning come to rescue. The people can become the member of the course offered by the Oxford and Cambridge universities. This allows them to the same syllabus which they study in the Oxford and Cambridge universities. The significant advantage of this type of course study that is completely cuts off the travelling cost, which is comparatively high. Therefore, the e-learning and web-based learning allow the learners to obtain the standard education at a nominal cost. The foreign universities provide the same certificate to the e-learners as their regular students. This provides scope for the employment opportunity as well. They also cut off the risk of travelling. The people cannot do their respective duties apart from their learning times. This gives them more exposure. These e-learning courses are very beneficial to the rural population. After their time in lands, the willing children, women and men can spend their time in learning new things and update themselves. This may provide them many contacts. Therefore, e-learning is a gift to the people, especially rural population, who wants to learn new and existing things. It provides education without travel cost and homesickness. On the whole, e-learning promotes global education at a content and comfortable zone. E-journal. The journals which are web-based and available online are known as e-journals. These e-journals have been considered to be one of the significant applications of computer in the field of education. Journals tend to come from two sources: commercial publisher and title publisher by association and societies. There are variety of access levels, title, availability, and pricing mechanism. The advantages of e-journals are given below. Inexpensive when compared to printed version. Available for download with or without paying fees. Available around the world. Readily available for reference from any part of the world. Steganography. The word steganography means covered writing, from the Greek language, to write protectively and to write cover. Steganography is the art and science of hiding information. Modern computer technology offers completely new and efficient possibilities of cryptography and steganography. Various tools are available for concealing and sending messages using steganography. One such tool is Stegan Security. Stegans apply two comparatively different methods for hiding data inside files. Both methods alter neither the file's attributes nor their timestamps. Plenty of freeware steganography software is available on the net. Educational applications of steganography are listed below. Many passwords and keys to some important files and documents may be sent or kept confidential by using steganography. Marks obtained for the final examination may be transferred electronically from one place to another in a confidential manner by using the same technique. The reports of a PhD thesis can be sent as an email attachment by using S-tools, which can be read only by the person who knows the password and the encryption algorithm. The question paper setter can send the question papers as an email attachment through Stegnos. Tool is very safe manner. Let me talk about rural e-learning service provider. E-learning service provider play a crucial role in the design and execution of e-learning projects. The structure of the e-learning service provider from the city and the rural are not significantly different. the structure is almost the same, but the rural e-learning service provider take clients from the micro and rural areas. They make their content in very simplistic manner which enable the rural people to understand. The rural e-learning service provide design and package with are essential for the rural population. Original information about e-learning. E-learning and web-based forums have many security policies. The information which are given as materials are original. They can only be visited in the home page of the concerned forum. Therefore, the accuracy can be found in the e-learning materials. Moreover, the e-learner can feel confident about the information since they are original. Reference source. Human memory as the limited space. It is not possible for a human being to remember everything that he or she comes around. He may forget after some time. It is the human nature. That is why people take notes while they listen or read lectures or books. E-learning encompasses CDs, DVDs and other audio-visual facilities. These are used for further references. They can be used later for refreshing what they studied during the course time. E-learning forums. The following are some of the e-learning and web-based forums. Email. The short form for the electronic mail is email. One of the significant applications of internet is electronic mailing. It is believed that the first email message was sent in 1971 by an engineer, Ray Tamilson. Prior to this, you could only send message to the user on a single machine. Tamilson's breakthrough was the ability to send messages to other machines on the internet, using @ sign to designate the receiving machine. An email message is nothing more than the simple text message, a piece of text sent to the recipient in the beginning and even today. Email message tend to a short piece of text, although the ability to add attachments now make many email messages quite long. Even with attachments, however, email messages continue to be text messages. Email message has become one of the important e-learning forum because it can send the attachment like materials easily. World Wide Web is nothing but the collection of websites on the internet, and the sites are linked together somewhat like the standard of a spider web. The internet is a worldwide network of computers, although they have distinctive meanings. The two words web and the internet are often casually used interchangeably. The World Wide Web of files called pages or web pages containing information and links to the resources throughout the internet. The collection of web pages is known as website. www is often abbreviated into World Wide Web. It is a system of internet servers that support hypertext to access several internet protocols on a single interface. World Wide Web was developed in 1989 by Tim Berners-Lee of the European Berkeley Physics Lab. CERN is in Switzerland. The initial purpose of the web was to use networked hypertext to facilitate communication among its members, who were located in several countries. In addition to hypertext, the web began to incorporate graphics, video, and sound. The use of the web have now reached the global proportions. Computer for teaching and learning. Computer in education refers to educational computing. It means the application of computer in education. The computer has created a revolution in the content of education in the nature of learning process. They have the capability of multiplying the human intellectual beyond past conception and have tremendous implication for education. There are many computer applications. Some of them are computer assisted instruction, e-learning or online learning, e-journal, and steganography. Let me talk about the disadvantage of e-learning. As we have many advantages of e-learning, there are problems in making these facilities possible to the rural population. Therefore, many people from the rural areas are not aware of e-learning method, has become the big threat. The following are some of the disadvantages of e-learning, web-based learning. Lack of infrastructure in the rural areas. Technologies need an important element to be fixed. That element is the infrastructure. it needs a special concern regarding space. Most of the rural areas do not have proper infrastructure. Therefore, the lack of proper infrastructure in the rural areas has become the big threat to make e-learning and web-based learning to the fullest use. Lack of internet facilities in the rural areas. As we all know, internet has become the great challenge in the nooks and corners of the rural areas. Due to the lack of tower, it is not possible to use e-learning and web-based learning application without the proper internet connection. Therefore, these facilities are not used by the rural population to the maximum level. Lack of awareness and illiteracy. Most of the population in the rural areas are not awareness of the facilities of the e-learning and web-based learning applications. Moreover, some of them are illiterate. It is very difficult to use the application of e-learning and web-based learning without literacy. These two factors joined together affects the utilization of e-learning and web-based learning in the rural areas. Lack of training. Training is very crucial to conduct e-learning and web-based learning classes. They require easy and simple presentation. Due to the lack of proper training, some e-learning courses being dragging and boring. This sometimes spoils the interest towards e-learning and web-based learning. Let me conclude, e-learning and web-based learning are the best gift that the computer can render. It is essential to use them to obtain required information. It would be much effective if the proper infrastructure and awareness of e-learning is given to the rural population. Thank you.